Welcome to the Cryptic Files. 5 videos from the old days. All these videos are at least 10 years old, some of them are much older, and all recorded long before the days of digital editing. So with that said, let's get started. File 1. According to the text that accompanies the video, this was recorded on the 29th of April 2004, when a group of friends went to visit St. Rosalina's hermitage in Sicily in Italy. According to the legend, born of a noble family, Rosalina chose instead to follow a devoutly religious life, and she retired to live as a hermit in a cave in the mountains, where she died in 1166. During the 1600s, she was reported to have appeared before first a sick woman and then a hunter. According to the story, she actually showed the hunter where her remains could be found in the cave where she'd been living. When the bones were retrieved, they were taken to the city, where she was then placed in a state of rest in the chapel. When the holidaymakers actually visited the cave in which she'd lived, they recorded the following.
Bello sto posto, ragazzi. Bello. Entriamo, lo aspettate qua voi. Ok. Io, Rosalia, figlia di Sinister, signora della Guesquina e del Monte delle Rose, ho deciso di abitare in questa grotta per amore al mio Signore Gesù Cristo. Io ci sono qua. Ma entriamo. Ho occhio le pensate. Sì, che è strettissimo. Vai. Aspetta, che scivola pure.
When the guys enter the central sanctum, they find there's somebody already there, but mysteriously refuses to respond to their questions. So they decide to leave.
Oh ragazzi, è uscito un attimo. C'è una persona là.
Only for the girls then to want to venture and have a look for themselves. But when they get in there, there's no one there. There's no way in or out other than the way in which the guys came. So where did that woman go? How did she get out there? Mystified by her disappearance, they decide it's time to get out of there. And then as they look back, as the guys try to escape, the camera seems to freak out, and then the recording stops. According to the first part of the video, this footage itself was actually found in a camera that was abandoned in the chapel. And the owners of the camera were never seen again. But what do you think? Does that sound believable? Is this perhaps a story to embellish the video? Does that mean the video itself is fake, or is it real? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. File 2. This next footage was recorded in 2006 at the Valentown Museum in Victor, New York. Unfortunately, the quality isn't particularly good, appearing to have been recorded on a very early version of a night vision camera. However, the footage is definitely interesting, so take a look. Initially, everything seems fine, but keep watching. While a member of the group is taking photographs, something seems to be moving in the background. Take a closer look. Whatever it is appears to be at least semi-transparent, because you can see that cross behind it as it moves past. And the woman with the camera has no idea what just walked beside her. If I speed the footage up, it becomes even more obvious. It's almost as if whatever it is limping. So what did the team at Valentown Museum capture on camera? What is that? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. File 3. Following footage was added to YouTube more than 10 years ago by a group calling themselves Sgt. Peppers, who were exploring an abandoned asylum somewhere in Canada. Clearly, judging by the video, they'd found their way down into the basement and found some tunnels beneath the asylum and began to explore. Although unfortunately, it sounds like one of their group has got lost. But this is what they captured.
Matt? Oh, I told you he's sick, he needed to take a breather. Matt? Following us? I saw behind me 5 seconds ago when he was there. You need to stop playing around, man. Matt!
As the guys continue to frantically explore the tunnels looking for their friend, they encounter something standing directly in front of them. And not surprisingly, just run.
Just go, take the right hand turn.
Let's have a look with the brightness enhanced and let's see if there's more visible. Whatever or whoever it is appears to be just standing there, although they seem to have a strangely small head compared to the rest of the body. But what do you think it is? Is it perhaps a former resident of the asylum who's now living in the corridors? Or is it actually a ghost of a former resident who passed away? But, as always, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. File 4. This next clip was captured on CCTV in 2013 in the Brookside Theatre in Romford, Essex, which is particularly interesting to me because it's close to where I used to live. Again, unfortunately, the quality isn't particularly great, but if you keep an eye on the chairs in the middle, watch what happens. According to the theatre manager, this isn't the only time something strange like this has happened, but it's the first time they caught anything like this on camera. What makes this particularly interesting was it was recorded during the night following a mediumship event in the evening at the theatre, so I wonder if they'd stirred something up. But what do you make of it? As always, let me know in the comments. File 5. And finally, an early ghost video that became so famous it had a documentary made about it that's available on Amazon. Known as the Pantry Ghost, it has been videoed and recorded on numerous occasions by different people. But recorded in 2007, 15 years ago, this was the first time it was ever seen.
Jody, what are you doing?
Waiting for you. When are we gonna go see the movie?
After we eat, we'll go to the movie. My dad is in town. Mike Webb, say hello.
Hello, say hello.
Hello, and my new mom.
Can I get something to eat?
Yes,
All
go
right.
for it.
Just cereal for now. And eat on the counter.
Jody, you're not feeling good? Oh, no. After the movie, you'll feel fine.
So, did you notice anything? Well, it's not easy to spot, but let's have another look and I'll point it out. As the camera pans past Jody to film the other guy sitting at the counter, something appears in the pantry glass. The glass is decorated with a pattern, so it is difficult to see, but there seems to be something else in the pattern that wasn't there after. And as the camera pans past the door a second time, you can still see there's something there. But when the young lad goes to open the pantry door, there's nothing there, even though it's only seconds later. Okay, if you're still struggling to see what on earth it is I'm trying to point out to you, let me show you the second video that this guy uploaded with strange activity centered around the pantry. This time he set up a camera filming directly onto the pantry to see if he could capture anything on video. This is what he captured. And bear in mind, this is only about 2-3 months after the first video, so we're still talking about 2007. something seems to form behind the glass. And then the door opens. And again, on the next night, the same thing happens. So what is this mysterious presence that they're capturing in the pantry? Is it in fact haunted? Well, if you want to find out more about this, as I say, there is a full documentary available on the Pantry Ghost, and it's worth checking it out if you're interested, particularly as there's some very impressive footage that's captured later on. However, this episode is focused on the idea of very early footage, so we'll leave it there for now, but I hope you found it interesting. If you've made it this far and liked what you've seen, please click like and subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon, because for some strange reason if you don't hit that, you don't get the videos, even if you're subscribed. That's a strange one. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.